Good morning. Let's see if I remember how to play this. Let me see, was bright. Okay. How is everybody? It was fun. Hi, Mason. Oh, God. I've had one of these in a week. I've been living on Red Bulls. Good morning, Danielle. Chose 7 to make up for it. Well, they at least had Red Bulls, and it was included in my drink package, so. All right, first day of fall. Hi, good morning. Man, it would have been cool if I had planted this corn together. Family's good. We had a good time. Courtney Summerfield, thank you for the follow. I was kind of bummed because, like, the 2 things that we booked on the cruise ended up getting canceled, so that was kind of disappointing. But so then you can do about it. Tell the difference between my boyfriend and my favorite. Hearing your mom and sister. The height difference is crazy between you and your sister. Yeah, I'm very short. My sister is like slightly above average for like average height of women in the States, but I'm also short. I'm also well below the average. So where's my cow? Milk, please. Oh, my pond is ready. Yay. No chickens? Oh, this must be blocking their door. I try. Sometimes. The craziest thing, the absolute craziest thing that happened is definitely the fact that we went to this thing called Crazy Quest. That was like this late night adults only event, and you get broken up into teams and you have these team leaders and y'all compete, and anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was very crazy. And we had our team leader there, and she was great. And then the next night we saw her at karaoke roulette, and she got up and said her name and where she was from, and she said the city I'm from. And I was like, turned to my husband, and I was like, did she say what I think she said? So we waited, and afterwards we were like, hey, did you say you were from this town? And she was like, yeah. I said, oh my God, me too. And she was like, oh my God. Because in the Crazy Quest, there was one where like each team had a short amount of time to like get as many bras as they could and lay them down in all 6 teams. There was like lines of bras down the floor of the room where they were having this event, and like we're all busting our bras off and throwing them out, and she was like, oh my God, when I lifted my shirt and I flashed and didn't even realize it. She's a pastor at a local church. And I was like, yeah, girl, get it. So I thought that was really good. It was fun. We had a really good time. Did I grow sunflowers already? I think I did. Golly. No, we didn't do any animal excursions. That was one of the things that got canceled, was our excursion. So on the cruise, and this isn't an excursion, but on the cruise we had the escape room booked because the very, very top deck was an escape room. Girl, I've ruined my sleep schedule. So I am trying to wake up early. I have to go back to work tomorrow. So I get to work at like 5:30 in the morning. Yeah. So I set my alarm for like 6:30 because I also went to bed at like midnight. Yeah, plus we were on California time, so that's 2 hours behind where we are. It's 3, I don't know why. Ew, that sucks. Oh, I don't have any gold bars, that's why. I don't think I have any gold bars. No. 10 more days of work, yay! You excited to get out of there? Eggplant continues producing. Try to fill in these gaps here. There we go. We'll put grapes over here. Yeah, I am pooped. Yesterday was like an especially long day too. Just because we got off the boat. We were off the boat probably by like 8:30 in the morning. California time. And we went to go eat at this like brunch place nearby. We went to our hotel and they actually let us check in crazy early, which was awesome. I didn't think they were gonna have a room for us or let us check in that early, so that was super nice. And then we went to brunch, and then family went back to Los Angeles, and sorry, this is gonna happen through the whole stream. Family went back to LA, and we ended up exploring Long Beach, and it was so cool. We went to the Long Beach Aquarium. It's called like the Aquarium of the Pacific or something, and it was so cool. I love a good aquarium, but I don't know, this was just neat. They had a lot of touch tanks, so we got to touch some moon jellyfish, and then some little sharks and some manta rays, or some just little rays. And the whole aquarium was just really cool. And we had our fancy little cameras with us, and the little bitty part of the camera is waterproof. And I had asked the education person that was by the jelly tank, I was like, hey, this camera is waterproof. Can I stick it in there and take some footage? And she was like, sure, no problem. Just be gentle with the jellies. And I was like, yeah, okay. And so she let me stick my tiny camera in and freaking got that incredible jellyfish. I'm obsessed with that jellyfish footage I took. It's so good. And so I made that video because I was like, oh my God, it's the dance of the moonlight jellies, like on Stardew. Slay for real shit. Yeah, and that was a romper, and I wore that to dinner at the steakhouse, and it was really cute, and it turned out super good. Just having an underwater camera, man, it took such good footage. I need to finish editing the other video from the aquarium because I stuck it in like when we pet the sharks and stuff too. And it turned out really, really good. But the cruise was nice. We did a lot of trivia. We did a little chillaxing. I would like to take a cruise. It was a 4-night cruise. I would like to just take 7-night cruises. I enjoy it very much. But 4 was all everybody could do. And, oh, excuse me. I didn't know y'all were taking a cruise. Yeah, it was super fun. Have y'all done a cruise before? We had a great time. But then it rained on our day at sea. And so that packed the inside of the ship, of course, because you couldn't really go outside. And that stinks. And then we got a notification that the weather in Mexico was poor and they canceled our excursion. And so, but we found that out like right before we were going to dinner at the steakhouse. And so we went to go see what else they had, but nothing really appealed to us or like, so we ended up not doing an excursion in Ensenada, which you kind of, after being in Ensenada, you kind of like need to book an excursion there because there's nothing right at the port, and we took a little taxi bus over to where all the shops and stuff were, and it was fine. It would have been fun to do the excursion because it was going to be like tequila and tacos was our excursion. The thought of not being able to just leave if I want to. I mean, you can't get off the boat, but we book balcony rooms, and I really like booking a balcony room. There was one morning where we went and grabbed breakfast at the buffet and then just took it back to our room, and we sat on the balcony and chilled. That was the Ensenada day, actually. And that was really nice. And we were able to like watch everybody get off the boat, and then we were able to watch, we were excited to see pier runners, as they're called, people who run back trying to catch the boat so it doesn't leave them. Because if you book an excursion through the cruise line, then, and if something was to happen to where you weren't going to make it back on time, then the boat waits for you. You booked it through the cruise. It's guaranteed that they'll wait for you. If you get off the boat and you take a non-boat sanctioned excursion, or you choose not to go on an excursion and you whatever, shop or whatever, and you don't make it back in time, the boat will leave you in Mexico or wherever, whatever foreign country that you are in. And they leave your stuff at the dock, so you have your passport and all that in case you get left, and then you have to find your own way home. So when people are running late and they're running back to meet the boat, they're running on the pier. They're pier runners, okay? It's the one thing. My husband had a sticker that he put on his cup that was like, pier runner watcher. And sure enough, there were 4 people that I think were all together that we were watching like run back to the pier. And it was very satisfying because everyone on the balcony side there is going, run, run, like just heckling them. I bought some binoculars on Amazon, maybe like $30 binoculars, nothing crazy. It was awesome. They made it by the skin of their teeth. They made it. I think I just on the pier and cry. Yeah, nah, these fools were running. So it was just funny. And then we went to the steakhouse. So I will say, after cruising Royal Caribbean, which is what we did this time, and cruising Carnival 2 years ago, I'm fine never getting on a Carnival boat again. I think the only thing that I liked better on Carnival, their steakhouse was better. But you don't even have to do steakhouse. That's like an extra thing. But we like to book a nice dinner while we're on there. But Royal was better, leaps and bounds in pretty much every other sense. The food generally is way better. But it was a lot of fun. It's good times. Where's my boyfriend, Sebastian? Okay. But it was good. We got to Long Beach the day before the cruise, and we stayed at this little hotel that was on this like marina, kind of not in a place that has a lot of like touristy stuff. It's definitely more like people who own these boats and go work on and go, you know, to their boats in the marina and just like, but it was nice and chill. We were within walking distance of a really cool restaurant that we ate at, and we went to this like craft and artisan goods place. It's like one of those big buildings where they set up like individual shops and bring everybody who like does arts and crafts and handmade goods and stuff together so they can all sell under one roof. And that was really cool. And then, you know, the day we got back, we didn't fly back. We deboarded Friday, and we didn't fly back till Saturday. And getting to explore, although I will say I had to speak to the person we stayed at a Hilton, and as part of their amenities they have in the hotel we stayed at, upon return they offer like a shuttle that goes within a, you know, like 1.5 mile radius of the hotel, because from there's all kinds of like shopping and sightseeing and whatever in the aquarium. And so like we took the shuttle down to the aquarium, and then they were like, just call the front desk and we'll send it back to pick you up when we were ready. It runs till like 10:45 at night or whatever. So we go down there, we check out we spend hours at the aquarium, we have dinner. It's Valentine's Day. We call them, and it gets cold at night there, man. It was cold. And we call them, we're like, okay, we're in the same spot they dropped us off. Okay, cool, they'll be there in, 10 to 15 minutes. Well, we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and they never showed up. And husband's calling the hotel, and I'm calling the hotel, and it is just ringing and ringing and ringing endlessly. And they never showed up. And we walked back to the hotel. It was like a 18 minute walk back to the hotel. And I walked in, and I asked my husband, I was like, how nice do I need to be to these people? How much do I need to reel it in? Because I spent this entire walk formulating what I'm about to say to these people. So we go back up to the front desk, and I was already kind of annoyed because there's a couple people at one desk and nobody at this desk but 2 workers behind it. And it looked like there was one young woman relieving a second young woman for a break or something. And then at the desk where there were actually patrons, there was one employee helping and somebody that had a jacket on that looked like managerial. And they were just kind of standing there doing, and I was like, obviously pissed, like standing there waiting for help. So the young woman finally calls me over, and I was like, hi, we were the ones who called about a shuttle. It never came. And they were like, oh, you just got back? And I was like, yeah, we called almost an hour ago. And I was like, nobody ever came to pick us up. We called you and called you and called you. The phone just rang. Nobody's answering your phones. I don't know what y'all are doing up here, who's supposed to be answering them, but nobody's answering your phones. So we couldn't call you to see what was going on or if y'all were coming or what was happening. And so we walked the entire way back. And she's like, well, I'm the one who took that call. I was like, yeah, you took our phone number down and you said the driver would call us if they couldn't find us, and nobody ever called us. You can look at our call log. Like, and she was like, they never called, they never showed. No, I just walked back. And she was like, I'm so sorry, la la la. And she's like, okay, did y'all have dinner already? And I was like, yes, we actually had a very lovely dinner right before we walked all the way back here. And she's like, okay, what about the bar? I said, I don't drink. And she's like, okay. I was like, do you have breakfast in the morning? Can you? And she was like, sure. So they ended up comping us breakfast and giving us a late checkout. Because I was like, well, I was going to ask if y'all have shuttles to the airport, but now I don't know if I can even trust your shuttles to get us to our plane on time. So I was heated. Like, heated. Oh, it damaged my grapes. I mean, I wasn't like rude to the woman, but I was super angry. Like, if you offer an amenity, then, and it doesn't happen and leaves me stranded somewhere, especially when I'm counting on you for like a ride, or, you know, whatever the situation may be. Yeah, and I was like, nobody called. No, nobody answered your phone. Why are y'all not answering your phone? She's like, sorry, I think we were just like really busy at the time. And I'm like, you answer your phone. At one point, I see like 4 employees standing and 1 person and a manager talking with 2 patrons. What are the rest of you doing? Who's answering your phone? And I guess she's like, oh, the driver, let me call the driver and see where they're at. I was like, doesn't matter now where they're at. Like, doesn't matter. We're here. And she was like, oh, I guess they did a shift change and didn't communicate. I was like, that's not my problem. What happened? Yeah. And I say this as someone who has worked in customer service and who has worked, I haven't worked in hospitality, but my God, I spent so much time working in retail, working in customer service, and even now working in the type of medical field I work in, it's still customer service. Like, I just, that irks me because it was freezing and we were wearing like jeans and long sleeves and stuff all day, but the wind was whipping and we were like huddled for warmth waiting for this ride where they told us to wait, like freezing. And like, it was just, get to that point where we were walking back and I was just rage fueled, and I told my husband, I was like, between the walking and the absolute fury I am in, I don't feel temperature anymore. Like, you get to that, if you're that type of person, I was like, I don't even feel it anymore. He's like, you cold? I was like, I don't know. Yeah, poor communication among shift change is no excuse. Then there needs to be something fixed about how you guys communicate where your drivers are going and when. See, I think the likes freeze at some point to prevent like spamming, which I think is crazy. Because it happened to me in Meg's stream a while back, and I was like, excuse me, I'm just hanging out, tapping the like screen. What's the problem? If the situation is tense and I start smiling, empathy is offline. Oh, that's one of those scary smiles. Danger. Warning. I think I have that. I have to remember, because it kind of all blanks out to a point as well. Ghost. Oh. Maybe this dagger wasn't the choice. Hello, good morning. Oh, this is so random. I was looking for stuff to like download to my phone to watch on the plane on the way there and back, you know? I didn't realize that they made a 4th Bridget Jones movie. Y'all, I love the Bridget Jones movies. I hate this weapon. And so I watched it on the plane on the return flight. It was so good. It got me in the feels, I will say. Never heard of Bridget Jones? Okay, if you enjoy a rom-com, I highly recommend them. God, when did the first one come out? Oh my god, you guys. Told you guys I need to be NPO. That was a little bit, they didn't tell me. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's see when the original Bridget Jones's Diary came out. Because I'm curious. It's got Renee Zellweger in it. Bridget Jones' Diary came out in 2001. And then there was a second one, Bridget Jones, Edge of Reason, 2004. And then there was a long break, and Renee Zellweger had a bunch of plastic surgery done. And she came back, oh my god, 1999. Okay. Then Bridget Jones's Baby came out in 2016. And then they just came out with Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. It's really good. Oh, you children make me feel so old sometimes. If you like rom-coms, the original Bridget Jones is kind of iconic. It does have that thing that was very prevalent in the 90s, where women who aren't fat talk about how fat they are. Because it was just part of the culture then to be like Coke thin. And the 90s are back in style. I am 100% here for it. Love it. Okay, well, I was born in 86. The 90s shaped me. And I will... So, Renee Zellweger stars as Bridget Jones. And while she is not British IRL, she is British in this movie. And she is a older woman. I mean, she's not old by any stretch of the imagination. She's unlucky in love, and she's plump, and... Ah, there we go. There's my people, my 86ers. And she's just looking for love, and Colin Firth and Hugh Grant, and y'all, I freaking love Bridget Jones. Oh, Heather, I'm so glad you liked the box. I knew you would. I was excited to send it to you. Born in 88, what up? Born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, babies. There you are. Never mixed the 90s. Nice. Good. Get out of here, bat. Yeah, we went to Walmart like the day before we left on the trip or whatever. My mom was 42 and they adopted me. Okay, nice. As soon as I got the stickers, I went on my Kindle on the front cover. Yay, I love it. I was 2 days on context. I got into a book and I read one whole book. I finished it last night while I was on vacation. It was not the book I started. I love his dark materials, but I needed something a little lighter. I started... Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to look it up on my story graph. Oh, I didn't even track it on my story graph. Hold on. I have to look by the name of the series. The Bonds That Tie. I read the first one. Yeah. So, what genre? Fantasy with a little bit of the... It hasn't been real spicy yet. I think we're gonna get there. Magic and it's interesting because you kind of get into this book and it's like based on these like blood tests. There's people in the world that you are bonded to, like they're supposed to be the person who like loves you the most, who you're meant to be with, existing out in the world, and you have to like find each other, but it's not really explained. You're just like thrown into this main character girl's life, and you kind of learn this as you go. Reading Throne of Glass. I want to bring romance with me too when I go on a honeymoon. Oh my god, Throne of Glass. Is this your first time reading it? Congratulations. It's so good. Okay, well, I hate that weapon. I would like a different sword. That's what I need to jump back into and give it another read. Last Emily Wilde, but I've not heard of this person. I would like a different weapon, please. Should I just wait until I find one? I got called in. Oh, Mario. Good luck. Get that bag. I'm sorry. 9 to 17 damage and +2 defense. What kind of books are they? I'm curious. Oh, there's something in my eye. Let's see. Who can I give gifts to? Hello, I've come to gift you sap. Oh, thank God, they still love it. See, the glitch hasn't been fixed while I've been gone. That's nice. Oops. Perfect. Where's Sebastian? My suitcase. Oh, okay. Hi. Thanks for putting on your previous streams on YouTube. They're my comfort watch. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you like it. Good. I'm glad people are getting a use out of it. Guess how many books I read you were gone? It looked like you read like 5 while I was gone, Heather. What's Penny doing? Is she okay? Girl, are you okay? I did. That's awesome. I love that. Book has some crazy scenes. Okay. I mean, I read Haunting Adeline and only came out a little messed up after that. It was more Hunting Adeline that really got me. Okay, hold on. I gotta write this author down that y'all are talking about. Emily Wilde. There. Oh, that's the series. Oh. I thought that was the author. Okay. Good to know. What have we here? 25 gold star vegetables. We'll give that a try. There's no harm in trying. Oh, here's Sebastian. Heather, did you re-download TikTok or do you just prefer the perp? Yeah, for those of y'all who don't know, TikTok is back in the App Store, and you can re-up your subscriptions through the App Store now, and you can purchase coins through the, there we go, and you can purchase coins through the app as well, even though it's still cheaper to purchase on tiktok.com/coins. Ella, thank you for the 5 heart puffs. Miss Ruby Sleep, thank you for the rose. There's room for 2. Okay. Now kiss. I need a fish to put in the pond. Kiss. wonder if we can catch an eel. Yes. Same. Excuse me. Okay, we got our eel. That's all I wanted. We're gonna put the eel in the pond. Because I totally forgot I had a pond till like just this moment. And gonna comb the beach. There's nothing else out here. Okay. Nothing in the trash. Amethyst in the trash. What? What do I need to make a glow ring? Because I am over this darkness. Solar essence and 5 iron bars. Oh, let's put this in the pond. Get in there. We love to see it. I need a glow ring, I need a magnet ring, I need to forge them together. I should get a slime ring. So many rings. Ugh, we have to go grocery shopping today because there's no food in this house. Oops. I don't want to go grocery shopping. I really need the greenhouse. That would be just real top notch if we had a greenhouse. Have I been selling these solar essences? House new for my parents. I'm so excited they bought me groceries for a week. Nice. Heck yeah. Oh, is there a... Oh. Oh, it's an artifact. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Sell, 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 sell. Let's go sleep. Okay. Oh. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Hey. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I love going on vacation, but I get a little homesick. I wish I had one more day before I had to go back to work, but what you gonna do? So you can watch how I play. Yeah, exactly. No mods on this. Not that there's anything wrong with mods, but we just play in the base game here. Vacationing was really nice. Playing for the first time is funny. Yeah, I've learned a little since my last farm. But it's definitely a learning curve, to say the least. Had a really good time on vacation. There was this English pub on the ship, and there was this musician there who would play at night, and he was doing covers of just a bunch of different songs on his acoustic guitar. But he did these great mashups, and honestly, super, super talented. We happened upon him kind of accidentally one night. We were going to a show that was in the, like, forward of the ship. And I get motion sickness. And while I wasn't, I don't know, sick necessarily, the rocking of the ship was more intense than it was when we went on our cruise in the Gulf, and it was just messing with me and making me feel all out of sorts. And so I was like, I can't watch this show. I have to go, because if you're more forward or more aft in the ship, that tends to be rockier than being midship. And so I got some hot mint tea, and we just went and sat in the pub. And he happened to be playing, and it was awesome. Like one of those happy accidents where I was like, this is so good. And apparently from what I heard, it was to our benefit that we went there instead of going to the other show. How come I was only on vacation for a week? Typically that's about the length of vacation I take. Being off work, and I think out of everybody, I probably have the most PTO of everybody who went on our vacation. But you know, thought I would try Meadowside watching your streams. I learned, like, oh nice, good, I'm glad. Are you liking the meadow farms? How close are we? Catalina was beautiful. We did not... Oh. Where do I get a bouquet from? We didn't book an excursion on Catalina. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Thank you. And we just, like... We purchased for $200 anytime after receiving an 8-heart marriage kit. Oh, I can buy it from Pierre. Okay. Yeah, so we got off. The only kind of thing I had about Catalina was, so we didn't book an excursion, and that wasn't a problem. But we got off the boat, like, as early as we could. We got a pretty early tender out to the island. Nothing was open. So I wish they had kind of been like, hey, if you've never been to Catalina, just know that, like, shopping doesn't typically open till, like, 10. So by the time we tendered out there, we ended up walking, like, the whole roundabout to the island to, like, the theater. What I thought was a casino, but it was, like, a theater. And checking out the beach on that side. And then by the time we walked back, everything was open. And so we did a little shopping, and the only thing I'm ever looking for when I go on vacation is a sticker to put on my suitcase. Because the suitcase that travels with me gets a sticker of the place it went. And then a magnet for our fridge. So I actually ended up finding like a cute piece of jewelry there. Because I've also kind of been looking for a necklace I can wear all the time. So I ended up finding this cute necklace. It's like a little star. It's like this big, and it's this piece of like abalone, and so it's really pretty when it catches the light and stuff. And it was nice. And then we went back to the ship, and we were able to just like chill and vibe and get in the pool. It was nice. Oh, the sap glitch is awesome. It makes doing the friendships so much easier. We're gonna go purchase a bouquet at Pierre's. Oh, we've got some sort of something ready here. It smells like coffee. Husband must be up. Actually, let's put this here. There we go. All right. Shall we go find a bouquet? Wonder if we can ask Sebastian to be lovers. Hey, hey, hey. Take this sap and love it. Buying 1 jade 3 times per market value. Okay. Close on Wednesdays. I don't even know if I have jade. Well, I just accept these quests, and I'm like, sure, let's do it. Let's see if there's anything forageable up here. Yeah, Pierre. What a slacker. Wednesdays off. Oh, I have 1 singular jade. Okay, perfect. Wait till winter. Just wait till winter. It's fine. I should definitely like also drink coffee, I feel like. Lewis needs this jade. Would you like some sap? Oh, marvelous. Marvelous. Nope, not here. Where are you, Lewis? Where is everybody? What are they doing? Ooh. Save you. At what level do I have to be like max friends with the wizard? No, that can't be right. How do I get access to the place where the witch lives? That's the real question. Where's Lewis? See at Marnie's? Him and Marnie hanging out. Oh, maybe I just need to go up there and see if I can trigger it then. That's a good point. What do I need to get the stable is also a good question. 10,000 gold. Cool. And hardwood, which I don't have. There you are. Thanks. Also, here's some sap for you as a gift. Let's see if we can do some foraging, perhaps. Where are we at skill-wise? We are actually doing the Joja route this time, not the community center route. So, we are real early. Okay. Do that before the witch. Okay. That seems logical. I did things in such a weird way last time that I don't really know the way to do it, if that makes sense. I did stuff in such an odd order because I really neglected friendships in my last playthrough to like the last possible moment. I really should upgrade this axe. So much to do, so little money. I'm gonna walk back over here and these bubbles are gonna be gone. Maybe not. Come on. Be cool, fish. The wizard only has a 1 heart event. Give you access to his basement. Okay. Garbaggio. What do we get? Copper ore and a book. We love a book. Sit up straight. I've been shrimping a lot lately. Oh, I've got Pilates today for the first time in like a week. That's gonna be rough. Okay, well, we're gonna get some fishing upgraded from that. Let's read this book. I learned a new power. Owl. Definitely used up a majority of my energy, which is good. The cruise was fun. We had a good time. We had a good time. I was glad to sleep in my own bed last night, but it was a lot of fun. Sell, 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 sell. I have the ability to craft a glow ring, but I don't have... I'm missing like the solar essences I need to craft it. Stinks. I have the iron bars, I just don't have the solar essence. I don't know if I sold them, because surely I've come across some. I'm done like 60 floors of the mine. So it's just dark. It's just dark as hell all the time. I'm trying to let the day run out while this crafts an iron bar for me. Maybe get another one going before I go to sleep. Okay, so then we just got down that way. Then maybe I haven't come across the solar essences yet. That I know I have one. I haven't sold a cave carrot yet, really? Okay. Well... guess it's just gonna take forever, you know, watch pot and all that. Yes, I'm back. The trip was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. I quite enjoyed it. Ten out of 10. Would recommend. I never come up this way. Yeah, we need to go back down and fight some more ghosts, I suppose. Good morning, Jessie. The trip was really good. Abby Marie, thank you for the follow. Trying to put this places people aren't going to walk through it. We had a good time. I'm tired today. Yesterday was a really long day. And we didn't get home till 11:30. Oh, that's a good idea. Get in the house. Glitch is not fixed. I'm very excited about that. Oh, we can make bait. Craft new spinners and bobbers too. Wow. What did we sell that was worth so much? Some good mayo. Some grape jelly. Love that. Welcome back. Yes, we did. We had a lot of fun. I was not super excited to come back to reality. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. Not super looking forward to it. Who wants to go back to work after vacation? Okay, so we did not end up going to the Guatemala Cafe. It didn't work out. It's hard to know exactly like where things are in relation to where you're staying in a city you've never been. And like we knew where our hotel was. And we stayed at 2 different hotels. So when we went to Long Beach, we stayed pretty close to the ports. And the port, so there's a port of Los Angeles and there's a port of San Pedro, as they say there. And the port of San Pedro is on like one side of the shipyard, and then the port of Los Angeles is on like the other side of the shipyard. And we were staying on the one that was like further away from the Gudetama Cafe. It would have been quite the haul to get there. And where we stayed was kind of like hidden back in this area. But we stayed on the side where our cruise ported out of, because apparently like the port of Los Angeles is where some cruises port out of, and the port of San Pedro is where the other brands of cruise out of. So we were on the port with Royal Caribbean and Princess, and then the other port that would have been closer to it was like Carnival and whoever else. So we Ubered from the airport to our hotel, and then we had gotten up so early to go and drive to Dallas and get on our plane and fly out there. And we were super tired. So we ended up just wandering around the area around our hotel and finding stuff to do, which ended up being super nice and very like low key, but we didn't leave the hotel. And it was Super Bowl Sunday. That's right. It was Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, excuse me. And then when we returned, we were technically closer to the Gudetama Cafe at our second hotel. But again, it's that whole thing of like, I don't really understand LA traffic and how it works. And if it says we're 10 miles away, but it's going to take us 45 minutes to get there, I'm good. So when we returned, there ended up being an aquarium. I mean, a 20-minute walk from where we were, but our hotel provided shuttle service. And we went to this aquarium instead. I love an aquarium. And let me tell you, this aquarium was really cool. Oh my gosh. The moon jellies. There was this like big, almost circular touch tank where you could go and touch the jellies. And you know, if you've ever been to a place where they have a touch tank for sea life, they tell you like use 2 fingers, be gentle. So you put them in, and like aquariums are so cool, especially like a lot of aquariums in places like this are very big into like conservation and whatever, but this one has like very specific like conservation efforts. In addition to they have like a sea otter like surrogacy program where they have otter babies and they put them with otter moms, and like they teach each other to otter, and they have helped surrogate like 1,000 sea otters because they're endangered and stuff. And anyway, so they had the moon jelly touch tank. They had like this little shark touch tank where you could like touch all the sharks and stuff. And then they had one with rays in it and everything. And so the little cameras we bought, which I don't know where they are. I've shown y'all the cameras before, how it pops out and has that tiny little like pill-shaped camera. Well, that pill-shaped portion is waterproof. And so I asked, my husband was like, you should ask and see if you could put your camera in there. I was like, no. And he was like, just ask. And so I did. And she was like, yeah, no problem. Just be gentle with the jellies. And so she let me put my camera in the tank with the jellies. And I was able to take that footage by just like holding that camera underwater. And it was so cool. And then we took some cool like shark footage, and I'm obsessed with how that jellyfish footage turned out. Oh my gosh, we're maxed with Lewis. Hello. The trip was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. So glad. Let's go find Sebastian and see if we can give him this bouquet. Sebastian, will you be my boyfriend? Got some new books for my birthday. Oh my gosh, happy birthday. Love that. Love new books for your birthday. Yeah, Sebastian, where are you? Oh my gosh. How did I know? Do I just give him the bouquet? I'll accept, thank you. We're in love. We're in pre-love. Boyfriend! Hey, boyfriend. Smooch. Never had a girlfriend before. That's okay. Currently adding to the Throne of Glass series. Yes. The purple dot, I would assume, means that we are in pre-love. Oh, the dwarf. I can't talk to him yet. Yes, post a pic. I want to see all the book hauls. I didn't miss that howling dog. I'm also excited to report on this trip that nobody stole our door decoration. Oh wait, that one's got a purple dot too. Little dots change color the closer you are. I have no idea what the color is for. That's interesting. Huh. Can I give you a gift? I can. Even though we don't speak the same language yet. We'll get there, don't worry. Yes, Courtney, thank you for resubbing. Yes, for those of y'all who didn't see the giant notification splashed all over, TikTok is back in the App Store in the US. So you can re-download it, and now you can purchase subs and coins through the app again. Don't forget that it is still cheaper to purchase coins on the actual web browser, because when you purchase through the app, there is like an app fee, so it is a little more expensive. That's always been the case. But since we've had to switch to, you know, buying on the website, just thought I'd let y'all know. What is Amalgus weather? I don't know. Okay, I did. So now we have to get a mermaid pendant or something, but that only can happen while it's raining. And also I don't know how much it costs, so there's that too. $5,000? Okay. The saloon gets pretty lively at night. I imagine it does. Perfect. Vincent, come here. I'm about max with you. Not as boring as most grown-ups. Thanks. Man, I will say, we had the hardest time finding ducks on the cruise. The duck hunt is very real. You're gonna try to date them all and then pick. We were just gonna straight up marry Sebastian. I didn't think about dating all of them. Can you give bouquets to multiple people? Have multiple boyfriends and girlfriends? Just posted a pic. Let me see. Special cutscene where they tweak out. Oh, Onyx Storm. I haven't read Assassin's Blade yet. So in my next read through of Throne of Glass, I'm gonna do it third. Let's see if I can do a little bit of fishing. I found a physical copy of Onyx Storm at the airport, and I was showing it to my husband. And explaining how the book ended. Not spoiler story-wise, but just like how it was printed. Throne of Glass is a book series. Onyx Storm is a book series as well. Yeah. Onyx Storm is the third in the Empyrean series. It's Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm came out at the end of January. Struggling to make it through book 2 of which one? Onyx Storm, the Empyrean series, is romantasy, dragons, magic, smut, the Fourth Wing series. Okay. Iron Flame is a hard read. A lot of people, I feel like, we're split on Onyx Storm as well. Iron Flame is nothing but a miscommunication trope, and I hate that. I hate that. And me reading this, I was like, this is the same. We're having the same argument again and again and again and again and again. And I had to keep reminding myself, these characters are like 19 and 20. I'm sure you talked about it. Good morning, Callie. It was amazing. We had such a good time. I thought Onyx Storm was harder to read than Iron Flame. It was so depressing. See, I liked Onyx Storm a lot, but I don't... If it's a series like this, one of these books has got to be world building, world expanding. It's gotta. It's expanding on the characters, it's expanding on their mental world and their physical world and growing up, and part of that is expanding beyond. And I know a lot of people aren't into that, but I also look at the series like, you read the first book where she's getting into this world she knows nothing about, and the second book is the struggle, the miscommunication, the learning how to grow as a person with somebody else. The third book is more grown-up struggles. Now that you've figured out yours, now you've got to figure out your place together and apart in this world that's larger than you ever knew and realized, and you're learning more about your past, his past, everybody. And so, like, it's a growth in writing, it's a growth in world, it's a growth in character, and I get that. I mean, that's what you gotta have to build a universe. Time to head down to my barn and check for storm damage and tornado. Oh, goodness. I hope everything's okay. Yeah, Violet was getting on my nerves. Oh my god, Riddick. We got hit by a big storm last night. Oh my gosh. So, freaking, while we were gone, we unplugged a bunch of our power cords and cables and stuff that we don't need, and make sure, like, you know, the house is not going to burn down while we're gone or whatever. And we accidentally unplugged one of the power cables, not realizing it was the one that had our Wi-Fi attached to it, which is what all our Ring cameras are attached to. And we leave, and we land in California, and I was like, weird that the Ring cameras aren't connected. Interesting. So I'm like, maybe it's my phone. We changed time zones. You know, phones are weird, whatever. No, I had to, like, text one of my friends and be like, hey, get the spare key, go inside, please, like, plug our Wi-Fi back in, whatever. And then the Ring cameras didn't work the whole time we were gone. So, and apparently the weather was bad here and all that, which my partner said, I'm worried all night about him. Oh my gosh, that's so hard, especially when y'all can't be, like, together to get through. Yeah, let us know everything's okay. It's tough when it's like weather stuff, because what can you do? Can't do anything against a tornado, can't do anything against a fire, but just hope. It was like when we got back to California, my sister lives out in Los Angeles, and you know, they just had all those fires, and she didn't have to evacuate, but it got close. And now there's like mudslides. So So when they got back to land, it was like, ugh, mud. What do we do in California? Just vibed. The first night we were there, we just hung out kind of near the hotel, around the area. And then when we got back to land, we went to a local aquarium and went and had dinner and did a little shopping. Nothing crazy. But with it being right there on the coast, the aquarium was super cool. And then not far from the aquarium was this like neat lighthouse that we went and walked to and just checked out the area. It was just like the weather was gorgeous when we got back. It was really nice. The weather was real nice out there. For the cruise, do people come on at each stop? No. So you board the boat and you can like leave at the ports, but you come back. Everybody has a card when you get on the boat. It's your like sign and sail card, because on the ship you don't pay with cash, you don't pay with like debit or credit cards. Everybody has these like sign and sail cards, and you attach it to a credit card or a debit card or whatever, and you use that to pay for everything on the ship. You can bring cash if you want to tip. And Levente, thank you for the follow. Eliza, hello, thank you for the heart me. So when you deboard, when you go, like we went to Catalina, when you leave the ship, they scan your card and they go and they look at you and you have a picture. The picture's not on your card, but it's like digital in their database, and they look at you and they're like, okay, Shannon, okay, you know, you, and they look and make sure. And then when you get back on, you have to go through security again, because you can buy stuff that they don't allow on the ship. And so they check it for you. Like if you buy alcohol at a duty-free port in Mexico, in wherever, you have to check it when you get back on the ship. You can't have it in your room to drink it, because they want you to buy the ship's alcohol and that kind of stuff. You know, if you buy a knife or something, you can't bring that on the boat with you. So they deliver it at the end of your stay. It's with your luggage when you go pick it or whatever. So, they also do this to ensure you don't get left in a foreign country. So when you come back in, you go through security, you scan back in, boat knows who's missing, who's not, you know, that kind of thing. So you're all kind of like taken care of that way. And when you go to a foreign country, they make sure you take your passport with you, because if you book an excursion through your cruise line and that excursion for whatever reason gets delayed to return to the ship, then it's guaranteed the ship will wait for you as long as you've booked your excursion through the cruise. Because you can get off the boat without having booked an excursion and just wander about the port or buy an excursion at the port. They're always cheaper at the port because they're not through your cruise line. But if you do that, the cruise does not have to wait for you. If you book a non-sanctioned through your cruise excursion and it runs late for some reason, you will get left at that port. That's why they make you take your passport with you, because then you are responsible for either getting yourself to the next port and reboarding the ship, or getting yourself home in some way from this country in which you've been left. So there you go. Yeah. And we had a couple, what I assumed were medical incidences, because, you know, there's codes for everything, just like there is in a hospital. So, like 3 different times we heard them paging overhead, and they would say, like, Alpha, 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 this location, stairwell, Alpha, 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 you know, deck 7, stairwell, whatever, because everything's numbered and whatever. And then at one of the ports, there was like an ambulance waiting for us. So I think somebody slipped and fell down some stairs, because it rained on our like day at sea, and that kind of, yeah, for like 3 people. I think it filtered you. It's kind of scary. It is. And so I was talking earlier, and some of y'all might, sorry if this is a re-explanation, but the running joke is that you're called a pier runner if you are late coming back to the ship. And so if you have a balcony room and it happens to be facing the pier at which you're docked, the thing to do is to go sit on your balcony and watch the people running back to the ship so they don't get left. And they're called pier runners. And so we went up there and we sat on our balcony and we saw 4 people running, because where we parked, it was like an L-shape dock. And so we were on kind of the foot of the L, not the neck of the L. Another cruise had parked here, and they left before we did. They had a shorter time at port. And so we could see people, and I brought binoculars, and we could see people running. And so people sit on their balconies and yell, "Run!" and make, yeah. So, pier runners. Some people don't take the leave time. No, they don't take the leave time seriously at all. Just like maze runners. Yeah, exactly. Someone die while on board. That would be crazy. Let's go. Oh, I guess we could plant these mixed seeds we have. Yeah, we didn't bring binoculars the first time. And I was like, oh, I think that would be something cool to have that we could use. Learned a lot. Yeah, exactly. The facilities on board would be are surprising. Not really if you think about it, but that's not something that you would ever think, you know? But like, what do you do if something like that happens, you know? Because when you leave a cruise, like, it's cool to watch, see it like leaving the port and getting tugged out away from the dock. And a lot of the times there's dolphins. We saw them when we ported in Galveston. We saw them this time too. And they hang out around the cruise boats and stuff. And the cruise, you know, stirs up the whatever. So we saw dolphins while we were leaving. And we saw dolphins again. There was like several times we saw dolphins. And then you can see other ships out on the water and stuff. And when we ported in Ensenada, there was a bunch of seals, loud ass seals, honking away as we were like coming in. And so we were able to kind of spot where they were and watch them honk or bark or whatever noise a seal makes. And check that out. And then we're spotting the pier runners. Like, yeah, dolphins are, yeah, I will not be swimming with dolphins. No. All right, socially speaking, what have we got going on here? We can admire from afar, yes. I think we saw some sharks in the ocean because when we were in Ensenada, we were seeing fins in the water, but they definitely were like a double fin, not a single. And the dolphins will like jump and stuff, and we didn't see any of, yeah. Why are they awful? You should Google it. In the same way that like sea otters and like river otters are mean. Dolphins are smart. We gave out all our ducks. We only found 2. The duck hunting is very serious. Some people I didn't realize are hiding like teeny little ducks as well. I found Pierre's secret stash. What am I doing snooping around Pierre's bedroom? Yeah, did you ever see that episode of King of the Hill where he gets to swim with dolphins at the La Granta Inn? I don't know, Pierre has some secret stash of something. Everyone in this town has secrets. For some reason, I went and rummaged in his bedroom. Yeah, the ocean's full of scary stuff. And the ones we think are all cute are actually like, I will murder you. So... I could go back to sleep, like, immediately. I am so tired. Oh my god, I didn't hear that, but that's crazy. What's up, Alyssa? Oh, I've given Evelyn 2 gifts. Have I given George 2? No. Oh. Alyssa! Thank you for subscribing! We love the subs! Yes, now that TikTok is back in the App Store, you can re-up your subscription. Use those emotes. The trip was great. It was a good time. I have a lot of video footage to go through. Mayor Bear, good morning. Oh my gosh, I saw your stream, I think when I was at the airport yesterday. And your new setup looks so good. Are you loving your PC? I'm Canadian. I can't believe it. I love that. Our cruise director was from Canada. Mary, thank you for the heart me. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sleepy time McTired Pants over here. Oh my god. I don't need an iridium rod. I want one, but I'm not gonna buy one. We got back late last night. Our plane got in, I was supposed to get about 8, but we got delayed because people are stupid and I hate them. Okay. Here's the thing. If you are a family, I am a family of 2. Me and my husband. We are a family, despite the fact that we don't have children. If you are a family that includes children and you need to sit together on a plane, then you should purchase your tickets accordingly and not just have to make the flight attendants make an announcement that someone needs to move so you can sit with your family. that delays us. Flight attendants don't get paid unless they are in the air. So it's making them make this announcement and move people around and sit on the tarmac delays everybody, and they don't get paid. If your luggage doesn't fit up top, right above the seat, then put it in another thing and move on. Don't sit there and be like, can you move yours even though you got here first and it's already... And we're flying Southwest, and if anybody knows anything about Southwest, it's open seating. But all you have to do is log in and go, boop, 24 hours before your flight. And if everybody's booked together, then it gives you boarding numbers right next to each other. It's not that difficult. It's truly not that difficult. So I don't know what the problem is. Like, and then the lady that sat next to my husband, like, put her purse underneath his side of the chair and, like, was all up in him, like, kept elbowing him the whole time. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, lady. At one point, she, like, had to lift her tray. So she just, like, sets her drink on his tray and all this. And just, somebody brought this giant carry-on that was, like, this big tote. It wasn't even, like, a zip-up carry-on. I don't know how it passed. It was not the size of a carry. It was way oversized, and then it wouldn't fit anywhere. So the flight attendants are having to, like, rearrange the... It was ridiculous. So that delayed us about 20 minutes on our return. So, yeah. I don't care who you are. I was able to book my tickets so husband and I could board at the same time. And you have the same ability I do. I'm not magical. I don't work for Southwest or anybody special that gives me the ability to do that. It's available to everybody. And if you need something special, then you need to pay for that. Pay for the upgrade that gets you on sooner. Pay for that if it's that important to you. But I will not switch seats because you were unprepared. That's not my problem. Yeah, sorry. Sorry I used my brain and the sources available to me. Like, to make this easy on me. You could do the same. Abs, thank you for the 50 goats. Hello. Yeah, the flight attendant had to offer free drinks the entire flight to whoever would switch a seat. They were looking for, like, a window seat so a family could sit together or something. I don't know. Good morning. How are you? See, exactly. Oh, God, my water. It's like making a reservation for 4 people and they're bringing 4 kids. It's totally a party of 8. Exactly. Your children are also humans that you are responsible for. They count as people when making reservations for things, especially if they require a chair or a high chair or whatever. Yeah. Well, and, like, my husband is so nice and he won't, I don't know. He's more just like, ugh, and deals with it. I'm the one who would... I'm too mean and he's too nice. And so when he told me that... Because I didn't even realize that he was in the middle seat. And I told him, like, sit by the window, you know. But he was like, no, it's okay. And then the lady that sat next to him was, like, all up in his business the whole time. And she was, like, this older lady and... whatever. But when he was like, yeah, she put her purse under my side, and I was like, why didn't you say anything? He's like, why don't people just know? And I was like, look, people are more self-centered than they've ever been, ever, I feel like, in the history of people. And if they don't think what they're doing is rude, and you don't tell them it's rude, then why would they stop doing it? They don't consider it an inconvenience for you. They, like, how will they know if you don't tell them? Because I would have been like, excuse me, that's my legroom that I paid for, and that's your legroom that you paid for, and you need to get your crap out from under my seat. He's too nice, yeah. Yeah, you've been around longer than you should know. Are you older than air travel? Because there's like an etiquette to this and just like existing with other people. It's like when you get off an airplane and people go stand right up against the baggage return, and I'm like, can you just chill? Can you just take 2 steps back since this was a full flight and you're not the only person who had luggage? Yes, you can gift the wizard, and if you are going for perfection, you have to max friend him, because that's part of perfection. Hi, CJ! We're all getting off the exact same, you don't need to instantly stand. The only reason I stand on a plane when it lands is because I'm so short, I can comfortably stand and not have to be hunched over or sitting in a seat. I'm not rushing to get off. I'm chilling, I'm waiting my turn. I just want to stand up for comfort, but I'm under 5 feet tall and I can do that. Like, even sitting in the window seat, I don't have to bend over to stand on a plane. I don't have to like hunch. I just fit. So, but yes, if you're standing and trying to like shove your way off, I'm like, homie, just wait. My tall ass struggles at that point. Yeah, I don't have that problem. Depending on the country, they really don't do that in Europe. Really? Must be nice. You're instantly, yeah. Why are you rushing off the plane? Especially when we check bags. More often than not, we check bags. I have no reason to rush off the plane to go stand at the bag check, like the baggage claim. Like, what in the world is the point of that? Oops, I didn't mean to pull out all that coal. Like, for real. Like, is this your first day on Earth? Is this your first time interacting with other people? Like, it can't be that serious. What skills do we need to work on here? Girl, I saw and I was like, ouch. Combat. Well, I didn't get the job. Oh, I'm sorry. You did like dermals, right? Or did you pierce like, did you do, what did you do? It looked like a dermal when I saw it. The right one will come your way. Everything does happen for a reason. You're exactly right. Not too upset about everything. That's good. That's a good attitude to have. I mean, dermals, it hurt so bad. I bet it did, girl. I bet it did. I made a proposal to my boss before I left about changing, upgrading, creating a position for myself. I doubt it will get approved. If it was just up to him, I think it would. But of course, you have to go through higher ups and HR and whatnot, and you never know until you try. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Manifesting they don't reach it. Yeah, I'll bet you said a lot of bad words. Oh my gosh. There were over 300 people in my position and the job I was applying for. There's 6. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like that episode of The Office where Pam creates the like office manager job for herself or whatever she calls it. It's like that. But like I typed up a whole proposal and wrote a few sentences about what the proposal was, what the position would be called, wrote out a list of responsibilities and duties, and then wrote out like why we need this position, and a couple other paragraphs. So hi, good morning. Yeah, it was like all official and shit. Come on, don't be shy. Sounds official like I'm midway. Yes. Creating opportunities for myself at work. Though I don't think I will be successful. Getting ready for work now. Wish I didn't have to work on a Sunday. Oh, yeah. Boo work on a Sunday. Boo work in general. Why can't we all just not work? I'm in vet med. Okay. I can work in people medicine, but I don't think I can work in animal medicine. Monday to Friday night, I was in... Oh my gosh. Just general yuckiness. You're working yourself too hard, girl. It's fun, stressful at times. I'll bet. I've always said that, like, working in vet med is harder than working in people med because at least people can tell you where they hurt. But I'll tell you what, they can't. The amount of times I have been like, so what brought you in for your MRI today? I don't know. My back hurts. Cool. How long has that been going on? Was there an injury? Have you had surgery? I don't know. It just hurts. Okay, cool. Lay down. I'm just going to stop asking questions at this point. Playroom gross kids. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the info. Just shut up and lay down. Man, I'll tell you what, we masked up on the plane because y'all who know Franz, she flew to New Hampshire and back like the week before Fever 102, body aches, sinuses, throat, head, all of it, you. And she came back and her husband were both sick. And I was like, I generally wear a mask on a plane anyway, but we got some N95s to wear. And then my husband got these things from work that like, they're like this big and you crack them. They're, I don't know how to describe these. These little glass vial things wrapped in like plastic and then cardboard, and you crack the vial inside and it saturates a tip. And it is a like nasal swab that they use for people because they're going in to do surgery and they put things down your nose while you're asleep to like monitor and whatnot. They like clean it in there so they don't like, as they put things through your nose, push things like in infection into your body and stuff. So they swab out your nostrils. So like we went on the plane, we wore our masks, and then when we got off, we used these nasal swabs, and they're orange scented, and it was really nice. And so like there's instructions on like you swab and then you resaturate and then you swab and then you resaturate and you do it back and forth a bunch of times. And then we did it on the return flight as well. So I was like, this is nifty and I'm here for it. We got them from the hospital where he works. You can order them on Amazon. They're not cheap. Yeah, I wish I had some. I don't know where they are, but they're a little, if I find a picture of them, I'll post it in the Discord. Had Subway, wanted hot sauce over my nose. I'll try to post a picture of them in the Discord. I've got to end. I've been live for a couple hours now, and we need to go grocery shopping because you know when you come back from a vacation and there's no food in your house, that's us right now. We gotta go grocery shopping. There's nothing to eat in our house. Yes, I'm trying to get back on my work schedule, so I woke up super early this morning because I'm gonna have to get up even earlier tomorrow. Yeah, shopping spree. Oh, Alyssa, I read the first of the Bonds That Tie. I finished the first one last night. I think that was you that recommended that to me. But all my social media is linked in my bio. I like it in here. Well, hit that follow button. I don't have a streaming schedule. I work 2 jobs in the medical field and my schedule is always odd, but I do post notifications in my Discord every time I go live. All my other social media is linked. I have a TikTok, I have a Twitch. I upload old streams on YouTube, so you can go there when I'm not live and watch years worth of old content. Kiwi, thank you for the follow, and Gigi, thank you for the follow. Don't forget, now that the app is back in the App Store in the US, you can purchase coins and you can resubscribe to your favorite creators through the app again. That's not been possible since the TikTok ban a month ago. So that's super nice. Go support all the creators you love. Even if it's just interacting with their videos, commenting, sharing, that's a completely free way when they're live. Make sure you're tapping that live. Make sure you're sharing with other people. While financially it's cool to gift and subscribe, I understand that that's not what everybody can do, and that's not what I'm here for. Mare Bear, thank you for the hand hearts. But completely free ways are just interacting with their vids as much as you can, commenting, liking, sharing, all of that, interacting in lives, interacting in the chat space. All of that really does go to help support all your favorite streamers and content creators. So, that being said, everybody have a great day. I don't know if I'm going to stream again today, maybe not. But just hit all those follows, go to the link in my bio, follow those social medias, and I will see y'all next time. I hope you have a good rest of your day, everybody. And over here on the Purple app, thank you for being here. I hope y'all have a good